Hey everyone, welcome back to The Long Dark. We're here in the Hydro Dam, starting episode 13. Um, we are moving in this episode, for sure, no doubt about it. I think we did decide that we're going to leave all of this stuff behind, and actually, I think what I'll probably do is we're going to get moving to the uh, camp office. So we'll do that. We were also in the last episode working on some deerskin pants, got almost halfway through them. So we'll continue this probably over uh, at the camp office, I'm thinking. I kind of want to take all the cattails. I'm not going to lie. I know I put them away in last episode, but I kind of have a feeling that I'm going to want them. At least for crafting, because I do want to get those pants crafted. Maybe the boots before we head into the far territory, which is going to be the focus probably of later in this episode. So we'll look forward to that. I think weather was nice outside. I think I'm basically done here. Got everything I want. Do I have all the pelts with me? The rabbit pelts, though. Do I even want those? No, let's leave them here. We do have a crafting workbench in here, so we should be fine. All right, let's get going. Maybe I'll stop in the trailers to warm up. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Yep, nice and warm today, it seems. We'll keep going. No wolf out here, which is nice. Always like that. Always get that headwind, though. As per usual, right? As per usual. Snow coming off. There's ravine over there. My goodness, wind. I get it. Goodness. That wind always has like a point to make. Alright, t-shirt in there. Nothing else really useful in here. I think I just came in here to really just pass a little bit of time. There we go. Get nice and warm. I have a feeling this wind might die down. Obviously, I don't know. Let's eat a bag of chips. But I think I'm gonna head on out. Let's try to get to the camp off. Actually, you know what? There was a... If the wind does calm down, there is an argument to be made to perhaps go grab the deer carcass over here near the derailment. We did leave one behind. There's a mushroom right here. Take that. So we could do that. We could go harvest the deer. I kind of like that idea, especially if this wind does calm down. Would love that to be the case. I was gonna say, there's definitely some cattails here. Let's pick up some sticks just in case I do decide to start this fire. Grab some birch bark too. There we go. No reason to go hungry. At least not yet. Alright. We'll focus on the deer carcass. Gonna hope maybe the wind dies off between now and then. I know that's a steep ask, but I don't know. We'll see. Very, very warm in the shade. 24. Oh my goodness, is the wind gonna calm down? No way. It just got a little quiet for a minute. Come on, wind. I know you want to calm down. I know it. Come on. I don't know. I'm going to plan on it not coming. Oh my goodness, wait. It's trolling me right now. It's making me think it's going to calm down. Oh, it did calm. Wow. I'm kind of scared to put a fire down because I know the wind's just going to kick up again. Quite honestly. I know it. I know the game. Alright. That is not the derailment. Derailment's going to be over here. A brisk breeze, I can deal with that. Do a little bit of sprinting because it is a little bit late into the day. My goodness, the birch bark. The game's feeding us birch bark. Should be no reason to die with all this birch bark around. You know, I wonder if birch bark does... I'm not sure the rate of condition recovery that birch bark gives you, but I'd be curious to know if it's even, like, possible to kind of, like, out-recover starvation. It's probably not, but... Okay. I have this deer here. I think I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to use my accelerant. Going to find more of this. I'm going to chuck one piece of coal on, and then it's going to be a quick harvest of the meat. I really don't trust it, but I'm going to just do it anyway. The wind's going to kick up, I know it. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm really not. Okay. It's gonna kick up. Okay. Alrighty. Let's eat that. A nice piece right there. Not bad. Okay, so that's gonna be something like that. Something like 40 minutes for this. Let me wait until that's thawed out so I can do it with my hands. Try to preserve a little bit of condition on some items here. Some animal fat. I might as well just keep that on me, right? Gives us a little bit of time outdoors to kill the cabin fever. I could head up the way there, right? I could head up there. Have not been up there yet. Might actually do that. Okay, here we go. The fire can go out if it wants to. Yep, come on in, wind. Now's the time. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, it got snowy. It got snowy or it got overcast. Yeah. That's alright, though. I'm not mad. 91 pounds. Okay. Yeah, let me head up here, actually. Okay, I did get everything from that deer, right? I believe so. Not a problem. Let's go check up on the lookout tower. 31 degrees in the shade. I think we can afford to go investigate a little bit. Even if the wind does kick up, it's not the end of the world. Okay, there is a plane crash up here, too. Kind of up this way. Be a little careful just because of the sprain risk. Okay, wind shifted. Actually, not a bad thing because I am going to have to go up this way. Okay, there's a plane crash around here somewhere. I'm not going to bother looking for it, though. Man, the weather. One of the mysteries of a higher difficulty save like this. Switches so quickly. The cold fronts are so potent in this game. It's like living in the center of a continent. Because in the center of a continent, you know, vast temperature swings. You can take some place like Oklahoma or Kansas in the US, for example. You're in like the center of the continent, so you get like Arctic air from Canada, but you'll also get some real warm, dry air from Mexico. Or maybe from the Atlantic as well. Always has the most extreme variations in temperature, center continent, so if by chance you live in like Mongolia or something in Asia, they can get really hot, or it can get extremely cold. Alright, we're almost there. We're actually not going to lose any temperature, which is fantastic. I wonder what's up here. I know a heavy hammer can sometimes spawn. I don't Did I leave my heavy hammer in Mystery Lake? I might have. I don't know. This is why I write stuff down. Forestry lookout. Cool. No rosips up here. Don't think rosips spawned up here. I think I'm thinking of the coastal highway lookout. Hey, tough weather today. That's a Vista location. I honestly couldn't care. I could not. Firearm cleaning kit. Oh my goodness. Hey, a sewing kit. Not bad. Antiseptic. I'm good on that. Okay. Is that another cooking skillet? I'll try to take it. Whetstone. Cool. Another survived. Yeah. I better be fire level 87 by the time I finish all these books. That is crazy. Is there anything under this bed? No. Okay. Yeah, not too much up here. Didn't expect too much, to be honest, but that's okay. That's alright. I could stay a little bit, enjoy the scenery, but I think I'm gonna get out of here, because I'm just going right down there. We'll get over to Mystery Lake and, or sorry, the camp office. We'll get started on some crafting of our deerskin pants. We'll do that for the rest of the day. How about that? Well, there's that plane crash down there. Gotta be kind of careful here. No death walls or anything, but steep cliffs. Yep, here we go. Nice. Okay, like a pro-ish. My footprints. Oh yeah. I know a thing or two. Yeah, the plane crash is up there. I'm not going to actually bother with that. Let's get going. This was a classic spot for rabbits and wolves at one point down here. Are you kidding? The fact I don't even bother to repair them either. All the injuries that I get. It's just a waste. If you get hurt towards the end of the day, you're just going to sleep it off anyway. So why waste a bandage? You know? Bandage, painkillers. Painkillers especially. Those are not infinite resources right there. Okay, that was an ankle though. That's fine. I don't care. Okay. Glad I brought some extra cattails because I think we're going to need them. If we don't need them, we can just leave them in the camp office. Although I'm not quite sure if I already left myself some cattails. I think I very well might have. Oh, nice. Grab these. Acorns don't seem that particularly useful, but I'll just grab them anyway, because at the end of the day, it is a warming item. It does require a heavy hammer, though, to crush up. It's kind of a pain, honestly. It is really a pain. But better than nothing, I guess. Okay, this looks like a blizzard's gonna try to come settle in here. Yeah, appears so. Doesn't matter with me, I'm already home, but... yeah, this would not be ideal weather for traveling. Yeah, I'm still standing by this. I'm not, I'm not repairing my stuff. My ankle. Nope. Not doing it. What I will do, though, is do some crafting. That's what I will do. I do remember we moved the bed downstairs, so it's a nice, easy little sleep for us. Got all the rose hips out here. Good. Good, good, good. Alrighty. Nice. Nice and warm in here. We're gonna take that. Goodness. Oh, bunch of cured guts. Cool. Love that, and a bunch of just everything. That is so good. We're doing very well right now. Cannot complain. Alright, so for some crafting, I can grab the survival bow. Yeah, I'll set on that. Deerskin pants. Let's do 2.5. Could double up on the deerskin too, but I don't think I will. The combat pants are pretty good for windproof. I don't know actually. Let's take a look. Let's see. Not. No, they're actually like very meh in terms of windproof. Actually. Okay, so 2.5 degree warmth, 20% waterproof, 60% waterproof. Oh my, we should make 2 of these, to be quite honest. We really should. Wow. That's good. That's real good. Hey, before I forget though, which I already kind of did, let's put these down. There we go. Alright. Getting a little hungry too. Heck, I'll even put the animal fat down. Getting a little hungry, so let me dive into the cattails. Could eat that too. I think I probably will. Just get it out of the way. Here we go. Take us down to 40. I'm going to try to do another hour of repairing. Or I should say crafting. Do another hour of that before I head to bed. Workbench. Deerskin pants. Do as much as you can on it before it gets too dark. There we go. Yeah, only 4 hours left. Cool. Alright, and the bed is right here. A good scene. Let me, we have enough condition right now where I'm not going to use the birch bark. But I will certainly prepare it at some point. Gotta dig into the cabinet too to see if I left my cattails around. That would be nice to find out. Great news if I did. If I didn't, that's totally fine too. Yeah, you can see, they're not going to last forever, but we do have a large part of the world left to explore. So, at the same time, cattails are going to keep coming. Eat one more. Get us up to half stomach. There we are. Just a little more. Should be, hopefully... Yeah, nice. Some good stuff. Okay. Cattails. I left a lot of sewing kits, though. No shortage in that. Put both of those in there. I do have... I got another skillet, too. Cool. Nice. 86% skillet. I'll drop that and put it here. Let me get this chair. I don't know. Someplace to sit. It looks cool. Alright. The antibiotics could be thrown into the other cabinet, but I don't care too much. Those in there. I will... Yeah, I'll leave myself with 4. I might also leave a lot of the reading material here, too. Wilderness Kitchen. Did I already read you? I did. Okay, let me drop the one that I did not read yet. There we are. Alright. Still have you. All the books to read. Alright. All good. What's not all good, though, is the deerskin. We gotta get this crafted before we think about doing anything else. So, let me do this. Deerskin. I actually maybe could... Sorry, hold on a minute. How much cloth do I have? I got 1 piece of cloth. Okay. Real quick. Let's get some more cloth over here in our inventory. Doesn't sound like it's the nicest time outside, but I did maybe want to step outside and do a quick repair on the bedroll. I think I'll do that in a little bit. Doesn't sound like the weather's nice, though. I am expecting some sort of cabin fever to start coming along here shortly. That's why I do want to piece it out with getting outside. Interesting. What do you guys think about this weather? Goodness. We'll go back in. All right. Some deer hide there. Good. Nice. Got so much of everything. This is so good. All right. Well, if the wind's not gonna, or the weather's not gonna cooperate, I'll just invent my own pastime. Nice. And just like that, deerskin pants. Let's go. That needs to... Hold on. Deerskin pants will go on the outside. These will go on the inside. Goodbye, jeans. Cool. Let's leave them under there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is a step right there. Some progress. Always love when you're able to see the progress happen right in front of you. Always good. Alright. Do I want to head into the far territory with all this food? I kind of think so, and I actually kind of think I'm going to leave all my cattails, too. I think so. Yes. Maybe I'll toss both of those in there. Let's take the 50%. I might as well take the 80 or 18% too. Put that one in there. Let me put both whetstones away. I'm gonna bet we find some more along the way. Quality tools. Hey, yeah, you're gonna go in there. Time to really kind of crack down on what I have. All this stuff is not bad. I might want to cook up all of that at some point. The birch bark's gonna stay on me. All of this looks good. The river oats, too, could also be an option for some sort of warmth bonus. I do kind of like that. Probably going to stop at the poachers camp, to be honest. We'll do a lot of that stuff. Okay. I'm going to start completely dropping books. Like, no joke. What's that one? 5 out of 10? Okay, great. We're going to drop that one. And I'm going to drop all of those. And I'll keep the wilderness kitchen on me because that one's important. So we know where these books are. We're going to find more books along the way. You can probably already guess. I should probably drop this one as well. Okay, I do have 1 hour on that one. Okay. Just trying to look and see. All right, so I have 1 hour on this one. This would be one to read. Certainly would be. This would... Ooh, this would also be one to read. I wonder if I should take the other carcass book. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. Let's drink up a little bit. We're going to make more water at the poachers camp. I'm not worried about it. What time of day is it? A little late, but I think I'm going to get moving. So, let's step out. Probably going to search for... Ooh, yep, we're going to move in this. Absolutely. I'm going to take some firewood, though, because in case I do have to spend the night at poachers camp, I don't get totally just taken off guard. Okay, that's good. We're going to find more sticks. Are we, though? Alright, let's get going. Alrighty, guys. Hey, off to the far territory with our new deerskin pants. Always love it. 23 degrees. So those deerskin pants right here are the difference between an arrow down and 2 arrows down. So the fact we're not 2 arrows down is because we're wearing what we just crafted. So there's progress right there. I know taking a lot of firewood's probably not smart, and leaving the camp office, while heavy, probably not a great idea, but it is all... Ooh, you know what? One moment, guys. We're about to get really, really light, and I'll show you why. We've got a little bit of cloth. Totally fine. We have all of the deer crafting stuff. That is not fine. That is stuff we have to leave. Because I'm not doing any crafting while I'm out and about. I mean, I may. I certainly may, but not right now. Alright. So much good stuff. Look at all of this. Just from harvesting carcasses, too. Really not bad. Let me drop this. This guy right there. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Now let's go. This will allow us to kind of take in a lot more food than we otherwise would have been able to. So yeah, I think we'll stop at poachers camp. I'll set up shop a little bit. We'll drop some of our firewood. We'll get that fire barrel going. And then we'll determine kind of our next move. We can totally make it to the maintenance shed and Broken Railroad by tonight. But we just have to account for stopping for a lot of cattails. Perhaps the weather changing as well. So I think that's why I'll preemptively make all those teas. And they're going to be in the form of probably reishis, considering I can craft another batch too. So we'll make a bunch of reishis. We'll shove them into the flask and then we'll get going. Maybe I will pick up a little more sticks. I'll probably leave all the sticks, though, at the poachers camp for future needs. I have to say, it's going to be interesting. Probably here in the next, I'd say maybe next 10 episodes, things are going to start getting a little dicey, just because we're going to have come back here, and we are going to have looted out over 50% of the world at that point, once we're done with the far territory. We'll have to see. Things are it's going to be a slow decline, but right now we're steady. You know, we're steady. We can keep moving to different regions. And keep in mind, we still have Mountain Town that we haven't even touched. So we're going to be fine for a little bit. No doubt about it. It's a beautiful day, though. If it could stay just like this. Perfect. 26. Warmed up a little bit. Yeah, so the only problem... It is going to be nice combing Sundered Pass without any Timberwolves. It will be. But the cold is going to be the biggest thing. It's going to be so bad. Especially now, day 27. Might start to feel it. And Forsaken Airfield, and Sundered Pass especially. Might start to feel it. Alright. Into the Muskeg. That's where most of our food's going to be, actually. We'll pick up any cattails we see along the way, but there's probably not going to be too much. Which is fine. At least not until we get past the poachers camp. What are we looking at? 27 now. Look at that. Excellent conditions. I'd totally do the Mystery Lake loop. Probably maybe should have, because we haven't gone to Trapper's Cabin yet. So there are still parts of the world that have not been explored, even in regions that we've spent a good amount of time in. Coastal Highway. Actually, Coastal Highway might be for a majority of the part explored, but Mystery Lake definitely isn't. We've got the Unnamed Pond, Trappers. They're clear cut in the old Fawn Tower. Got a few more locations. I don't even know what in here. Well, the cave up there can get some coal. There's probably a few hunting blinds. That tower over there. The tower, I think, that way too. Still have to go to. The cave behind Spence's. Yeah, got a few things. But Forlorn Muskeg is just, especially in this difficulty, it's so open. There's so much wind all the time. A day like today is just an anomaly. A departure from the normal. Get the train cars right there. No bear to be afraid of. I did notice the wolves did start to come close to the train car lately in our last series. I think we got barked at a few times just by walking over here. Hey, not a problem this time though. Alright, wow, we could just keep walking, huh? It is so nice. 32 in here. We're not even gonna have to, like, do any, like, crazy stuff to this fire. You know, it's not even going to be a piece of coal, which I can appreciate. Might tear down this for a piece of cloth as well. Okay. I'm not a fan of using... Sorry, am I... No, I'm not even high enough skill yet to start this fire without tinder. We're gonna get there, though. We read one of those books, and we might get there. Start a few fires, and we definitely will. Let's get this going. Still have a nice torch, so I am gonna put it out once we light this fire. But I'll probably, I don't know, weather depending, I'll probably torch walk. Let's get that out. Cool. Ooh, fire 3. Hey, I was just talking about that. Let's chuck that on. For an hour. How much water do I have? Not enough to really support the idea of making teas. So, here we go. We'll drop both of these. They kind of clip through the floor a little bit. That's okay. Alright, let's do a batch of mushrooms, and then we'll do some of that birch bark as well. I'll make a little bit more of that birch bark tea, too. Both of those are hot. Cool. That way I don't have to keep looking at the birch bark as a possible tinder option. Forces me to use something else. Okay. 7. That's great. I'm gonna make a little bit more of this. Oh wait, no, fire starting 3, sorry. Fire starting 3, we don't even have to. That is right. Not bad. Just to show you guys what I'm looking at here. Can start fires without tinder, so we're skilled at fire starting for once. Well above average experience in starting fires now. You're becoming very capable. Okay. Got a little bit more water now, so we can do something like that. Here we are. This weather's a little too nice. It's being a little too nice right now. I'm not going to complain, though, because most of the time it is just clear and windy, which it looks like it's starting to clear. Just in time for us to start moving. Got 2 more of these? Okay. It would be kind of nice to have another can. How are we looking for time? Okay. Late afternoon, early evening. Not a problem, though. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw... Yeah, there's that wind. There's that wind. I almost just want to wait here until it stops. Look at how many just members we have gathered around the fire right now. That's funny. I'll throw some birch bark on. Get a few of that going. Whoops. There we go. I'll do one more, and then we'll make some more water. I think I can open a can with a hatchet, I believe. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can. I do actually want the recycled can from this too. Alright, let's see. Did it use my hatchet? It did. Oh my goodness, it took so much durability from my hatchet. What the heck? Where did my knife go? Oh my goodness, I cannot drop stuff here. That took so much durability. I'm not doing that again. Are you kidding? 3% condition for 1 can is unbelievable. Let me get some more of this on. 62 pounds, we can certainly afford making some water for ourselves. Okay, I'm just gonna... Didn't mean to do that, actually. Let me eat this. I want the can. There we go. Get some more water going. Okay. Ooh, now would be the time to go, wouldn't it? One more little batch. Okay. Yep. Yep. I like that. Let's do it. Probably not going to be able to fit all these in here. Oh my god, we did. Look at that. My goodness. 3 torches off. What do we think? I kind of think a little more than that. Yeah, we can certainly afford a little more than just that. This wind is going to absolutely kick up on me, but there's nothing I can do. It is a tailwind at least. Let me go. Okay, excellent. I do have that scarf on me. I think I'm just going to drop it because we're going to find some more cloth here in a little bit. Alright, hoping I didn't forget anything. That is okay if I did, because we are coming back this way. That's ridiculous, by the way. A 3% tank. I was expecting 1% at most on the hatchet. Like, at the very most. That was ridiculous. We will not be entertaining that usage of a tool again. Hey, Broken Railroad should be fun, though. That's always a nice one. The Broken Railroad. A small, compact region. Everything is relatively close to each other. And there's a lot of teas to be had there. A lot of teas. And a lot of loot with the maintenance shed. Alright, a light breeze. I can deal with that. We'll have to note any deer carcasses we do come across, because I will likely come back for them when I do the return voyage here. I think that'll be something I try to do. Can I get shelter behind this? Oh my goodness, wait. Okay, maybe not. Thought I discovered something. A breakthrough like Einstein. Standing behind a pole will shield the wind from you. Who would have thought? Hi, Kato. A free 150 calories for me, thank you. I should have taken more torches off. Where's the wind coming from? You cannot get shelter behind that. I knew I saw cattails over here. Okay, I'd like to maybe get behind this little mound right here so I can drink. Yep, there we go. There we are. A little bit of calories too, that's always nice. Good. This torch is helping as well, keeping us a few degrees warmer. On the road again. Get some solid progress these last few episodes, though. Some real solid progress. It's kind of annoying to stop for deer carcasses from time to time, but, I mean, you can see how in like a week or so after, it just pays off tremendously. Like, it really, really does. There's already a slight difference in temperature, just based on the deer pants we're wearing. So once we start making the boots, and hopefully we get a little bit of handling on some more wolf carcasses, which I think there might be 1 or 2 wolf carcasses to be had in the far territory. We'll have to make a priority stop for them. And hopefully we'll have a wolfskin coat. I think the one thing that makes me really, really optimistic about wolfskin clothing is that wolves can wash up along the beach. That's huge, obviously. That is very big. That will keep the supply of wolf pelts at least somewhat trickling in. Grab a few of these. I'm not... Oh, get that wind kicking up. Yeah. That's okay. It lasted a long time. I'm glad it held off a little bit. Just don't rotate towards a headwind, please. I'll probably drink another tea when I get over here, I think. Didn't find many cattails on this little route right here that we took. Did not find many. That's alright. But that is something to note. Alright, let's get behind these rocks right here, right near the transition. It does look like it's trying to become a headwind, so I'll go ahead and drink up. Okay. A little tucked in spot right here. I like it. It's cozy. Break into this. Nice. Oh, look at that. It died down. A fascinating trend there. Cool. I'm going to eat 3 cattails. My obsession with nice round numbers is kind of crazy and should be studied. Alright. Oh, it got foggy. No way. Hey, you know what? You're going to not find me complaining about this. Look at that. Broken railroad. Let's get it going. Do I want to walk with a torch right now? It depends. Probably not. 17 degrees, though. That torch would keep me nice and warm. Okay. Sold. Doesn't take much to sell me on warmth. See? Look at that. Difference between 1 down and 2 down on the temperature. 17 to 22. So that is a 5-degree Fahrenheit warmth bonus with the torch. That is substantial, by the way. That is pretty big. Okay. Inventory, okay. 71 pounds, so I'm certainly going to pick up some more. 71 out of what, though? 70... Oh, I see. I did not really realize how tired we were. We're going to make it totally fine, but... Would have been a bigger deal if I'm back at, like, poachers camp right now or something. So I think before I head into the maintenance shed, I think what I'll probably do, our bedroll does need a little bit of work. It's a 30% repair, so that'll take it to 89%. I think I'll, like, hop in a car in the maintenance yard. And, we'll repair the bedroll real quick before we hop inside. Because that will also count to a no cabin fever. Could actually get a little bit more use out of this torch. Here at the landslide, could have actually probably went down this way and got ourselves some cattails down here. Well, actually, let's make that a bucket list item on our return voyage. Look how much life I got out of this torch, too. Very good. Okay. I think this will be the last torch I use. So we're going to save our other torch for lighting fires. Or to be honest, I'll probably just walk with it anyway. And we'll just rip torches off of a fire. You know, I walk through here much more confident in this game mode. Knowing there's not anything to hurt me, except for the air, basically. I am going to keep a nice lookout for some mushrooms / rose hips. There's a huge region for those. Grab some of the sticks. Put everything we find in the maintenance area. Okay, did I see a mushroom over here? I did, wow. My vision needs to be also studied. But at the same time, it really doesn't, because I miss some of the most obvious things looking back. So maybe I'll opt out on that study. Should be a backpack over here, too. Is that backpack over here? Maybe not. Grab that. The train up here usually doesn't have anything except for like a metal container around it. Oh yeah, look at that. Memory did not fail me on that one. Okay. Thanks for nothing. It'd be so cool to go in here, wouldn't it? Although there's nothing in there at all, it seems. Alright, hey, look at that. We're going to make it into the maintenance shed with just absolutely full condition. Or I should say, not cold. Not full condition. We'll be full condition tomorrow. By the time we wake up, absolutely. 20 degrees. Should be above temperature inside of one of the cars. Just gonna swing wide a little bit, see if there's any sort of rose hips around here. It don't seem like it. Okay, here's a good experiment. How warm are we? Okay, not warm, but... Okay, 29. That's good enough for me. Alright, let's get this down. Don't have to worry about wolves here and that. Alright. So it is 2 down without the torch, but with the torch it's 1 down. Still. Pretty good. Makes all the difference. Every degree does indeed matter in this game. No mushrooms over here. They really do, like, the amount of scaling back on the natural resources, like cattails and such, is noticeable. Like, there's obviously still a lot of cattails, but it is very noticeable that there's not as many. Hello, message. You're gonna be on the bridge. Cool, I guess. I'm gonna do just a little comb around the outside here. It is foggy, so no need to worry about stepping on wires inside of the maintenance shed. Oh, there's a container in the back trunk. I don't know if you guys missed that. I can open these. Right here. Maintenance yard. Nice. Look, got really foggy. I would normally not travel in this, but it's amazing how different it is now. Okay. Can afford to get a little cold. Our condition has been recovering throughout the day. There's no point in being stingy on a few percentage points. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. I'm going to do a quick lap around here so I don't have to do a quick lap tomorrow when we come out here. Ooh, some firewood. Nice. I probably won't grab everything out here, but do a quick little scan. Hypothermia risk, I understand. Alright, I'm going to assume nothing too insane out here, nothing too run changing, so I'll get in here. There we go. About to get tired. That's alright. Another pry bar. Cool. A book for starting a fire. That's always nice. I'll probably end up starting my fire out here if I do decide to. Probably will tomorrow. Tell you what. Okay, I got 2 pry bars now. I'll keep a 100% one. Maybe on this desk. Know where to find it. Now, out here does not count as being outdoors, by the way. I do not believe. It's obviously a lot colder, but this is not an interior or an exterior location, so you still will get cabin fever in here. Nothing at all. You know what, though? Not surprised, really. Let's get in here. Hello, maintenance shed. We will comb over you in the morning. For right now, it is sleep time, though. Shooting guide is firewood. Oh, nice. More matches. Herbal tea. Something cooked? No. Okay. Get this locker open. Come on, something. Nothing. I'll have nothing and I'll like it. I understand. Even just a piece of food at this point. Whoa, that was interesting glitch. I like double clicked it with my torch. Let's see if I can do it again. Yeah, look at that. That's weird. I will not keep doing that though. Yeah, I kind of burned through this torch, not gonna lie. I said to myself, I'll probably just keep a little bit of it, and I did not. Some fast film, I'll just take it anyway. Alright, let's put it out. We can at least maybe get one fire going with it. Alrighty. The flask, things are probably... Wow, they're still hot. That's unreal. I'm gonna take all of them out, though. See how fast they get cold. They'll be hot probably for a minute. Okay. So... what do we want to eat? I think these volunteer. I think we're a little thirsty as well, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to drop both of those tools, and I'm going to break into the peaches. We are going to make these, probably, we'll make like 2 or 3 of them when we go up towards the hunting lodge next. I think that's what we'll do. Get these peaches out of here, they're pretty heavy. Could even do another. Let's do them all. We'll find more peaches. You know what's going to have a lot of stuff for us? Paradise Meadows in Milton. That's definitely going to have a good bit of items for us. Okay. Hatchet. Where's my knife? Hello, knife. Okay, I'll find you in the morning, I guess. Yeah. Let's get to bed. We should be very, very close to full condition in the morning. Okay. We'll find some more water in the toilet too, so I'm not worried. No aurora this evening. Okay, great. Knife, where did you go? Couldn't even see you with daylight. I'll be honest. Alright. This is great. We have daylight now. Let's go around and explore a little bit. We're not overweight. We're actually far from overweight, which is excellent. Dog food. Okay. What was the percent on that? 38. Edible. Excellent. Alright, make sure you guys tell me if I miss anything, because this would be the spot where I miss countless things. Hacksaw, hey! Nice, I was looking for a backup. I really wasn't. Can I move this keyboard? Interesting. A few stuff in here. What do you have on you? Anything? Nope. Come into the wasteland unprepared. I understand. I really don't understand, actually. Quarter gallon. It's something, I guess. It is something. Alrighty. There's really nothing in here, huh? We'll check these three. Kind of crazy, to be honest. Oh, a book. Wow. Thanks. An avocado. Thanks. Anybody remember that one? There's nothing on this shelf. Let's put it there. That's funny. Alright. We got everything in here. Done most of this stuff here. How much, some scrap metal. How much coal do I have here? 3. That's it, huh? Brings me up to 7. I'm not too upset about it, but that's definitely kind of a shock. I'm going to drop a lot of this firewood here, though. Actually, no. I'm starting the fire outside, I remember. Alright. Nothing crazy going on over here. That's fine. Don't see anything down below. There's another piece of coal. That's nice. Another piece of wood. Floating replacement fuse. Don't remember when they added those. Can I get some cured leather? Please? Scrap lead. Thanks for being absolutely not helpful. Do appreciate it. Alright. Cured leather. Come on. Okay. Wow, that candy bar just put me over the edge, huh? Come on. Ooh, okay, that's not bad either. I will accept that. A nice peace offering right there. Anybody is wondering what I want for Christmas here in a few months? It'll be probably a wolf pelt or a cured gut. Just if anyone's wondering. I got a rope there. Cool. Not bad stuff so far that we're finding. Ooh. I'll take it. Yeah, it's really not bad stuff at all. It's just we're coming across it so infrequently. Which is fine. Hey, a jerry can. That's nice. I can certainly refuel my my lantern with that. There's another pry bar in the snow. That's funny. That's so many of those. Another book. Whoa. Game changing, some would say. Alright. Do have the workbench here as well. Could have probably brought a lot of deer stuff with me. If I wanted to. I just don't think we would have had the time, per se. Would have kind of just been move, move, move. Which is fine. It's another crate. Cured leather. It's always too good to be true. Alright. Nothing back here. Nothing in there. And nothing behind there. Alright. Well, I think that's a wrap for this place. Treated us fairly well, I will say. Where do we want to go next? I think the choice is obvious. I do think Hunting Lodge is going to be where we go. Alright. A lot of that stuff is just firewood for the reason why we're so heavy. So, there's that. Can start a fire in here if I want. Or, I mean, not in here, but like right, like here. Might as well try. Don't even need tinder anyway. Let's go. An excellent thing right there. So if I matches with the book. Oh, wow. Matches with the books are 100% now. Wow. Okay. I tell you what. We'll just do that. There's really no reason for saving torches now. In terms of starting the fire, that is. Can always use it to torch walk. There's also going to be no reason for me to put coal on this fire. which is nice. So maybe I'll just do, I don't know, a book or two to warm up a little bit. 29, 30, 31. Put like a stick or two. There you go. Above temperature, that's all that matters. We'll put down all of these once more. Are you going to warm up? You are going to warm up in here. Oh, that's so elite. Okay, you're cold though. We'll put you right here. It doesn't matter if they're outside or inside. Just put them down. So annoyed with myself sometimes. Everything's got to be done a specific way. I have my poster competition for that I'm doing. Okay. We don't necessarily need more water right now, so I will wait on that. Yeah, I'm doing a poster competition. It is for just an annual day. Call it GIS Day. You know, GIS, all the graphing information systems, geographic information systems, just doing a bunch of mapping. So I'm doing United States hurricane landfalls. I'm sure you all know. I'm very much into that. Oh, there was something out here. Look at this. I bet you there's nothing in it, though. Look at that. I'm forever changed. Okay. An hour. Waiting for a lot of this to be good. I think here's my cue to kind of prepare a little bit. Just going to wait. I am going to move, though. I don't even think I'm going to make that. I think I'm just going to go. And I think before I leave as well, I will leave some of the firewood here. Because the firewood's the main reason why we're so heavy. Okay, let me let those teas kind of marinate for a minute. All the books are going to be dropped. We'll drop all of them. I'll actually drop all the sticks as well. Yeah. That works. Let's drop this too. No reason for it. Okay. Let's move them all. Ooh, another pry bar too will drop. Yep, that's right. That is correct. Put all those away. I did see another thing that I wanted to do real fast. Refuel this. I'll probably stop by here again at some point. I'll actually most likely stop by here again, so some of that can stay there. Okay. And the hacksaw, too. Yeah. Nice, actually. That's a great little haul right there. That's fantastic. Drop this as well. Nice. Alright, I don't think anything else needs to be left behind, so let's go. Get going. It's going to be the hunting lodge for our destination right now. Might get a little cold, but I've got a bunch of tea, so I'm not afraid. I'm definitely going to start to munch on some cattails, though. Okay, there is, I think, some deer carcass action over that way. I'm obviously going to pass. If there's any deer carcasses, though, up near the hunting lodge, that might be a different story. But I do think for now I'm just going to book it right to this pond right here. I'll check the hunting lodge. Or, sorry, the hunting blind. Getting my words mixed up in this episode a lot. We'll check the blind. Oh, so nice not to have cattails. Or not to have cattail heads or tinder in my inventory. Okay, this torch is just absolutely useless. That's fine. We'll get a little bit out of it. Keep us a little warm. Alright. Every little bit helps. I am gonna go and drink a tea, though, once we're in the hunting blind. I think the teas give you, from, like, my observation and my playing, I think the teas give you more warmth back if you're in, like, protected by the wind, in the wind shade. I think that's how that goes. I'm not going to experiment on it right now, but there certainly might be some science to that. A hunting blind right outside of the bear cave is rather brave, I will say. Give me something. Oh my goodness, nothing. Crazy. That's okay. You should be able to eat these. Especially the rose hips, I feel. Be able to eat them for a little bit of calorie. Like 20, you know, nothing crazy. Then again, I'm not sure if rose hips are actually based off of anything in real life, so it could be, you know, a thing where you can't even eat them in real life. At that point, then I'd say that's fine. I'm gonna grab some of these. I think we are gonna go cold. We have full condition for the first time in a few episodes. So that's something right there. That's a huge accomplishment. I might just hold off on drinking any teas until I get to the hunting lodge. Capitalize on this condition. Come on. I always try to come to a full stop before doing an action because it's so hard to explain. The game like pauses you as if you're still moving, so your calories and your energy act as if you're still moving while you're harvesting, and that does add up, you know, as opposed to just staying still. I'll demonstrate on the next little container we've got to open. Doing good, though. We press on. We are going to get cold for sure, but it's not going to be a horrible thing. I actually might go back the footbridge way. So that means I'm really going to have to scrounge up some firewood, because we are for sure going to have to post up in a cave somewhere. Get in the shade here. 19. Warm. How's my deer skin doing? 100% still. That is what I love to see. So good. We actually might get to the hunting lodge with full temperature. That would be kind of crazy. Yeah, I think we'll do it. Not if I stop for these teas, though, which I'm absolutely going to. It's okay, we can lose a percent or two. Pretty sure there is a deer carcass, though, up here. Pretty positive on that. We'll have to wait and see, though. Oh, yeah, here, let me demonstrate. So you see how I'm moving, and then I harvest? Look how my needs and stuff, they're still 2 down. But when I stop like this, it's just 1 arrow down. See? So when you go to harvest something, you should stop before you harvest it, because you'll get a bunch of, well, over time, you know, speaking over long periods of time, it will add up. So here, we'll do it again over on this little stump right here. So you see this mushroom? Got 2 down on the energy and the hunger, but if I stop and then I harvest, there you go, see? It's a little minor thing, but it does add up over time. That's always nice. So, what's the story behind this guy right here? Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten cold if this reishi just figured it out. What the heck was that? Alright. I am gonna just drop this, though. We'll replace it real quick. Let me get like a nice little... I haven't done a little image over an edge in a while. Look at this. Wow. Broken railroad for you. Never usually this peaceful, but I always like exceptions. Alright, I'm going to check the back side here, and I might even just check out the cars as well before I head on in. Nothing back here usually. Yeah, no. Alright. Some more acorns, too. We'll prepare these acorns at some point. I'll also have to comb for a carcass, too. Nothing in the back. Okay. Alright. Let's get into this other vehicle. Yeah, cars are not too great to see this stuff. Look at this. Reminder, don't forget to check Don's lockbox. Where's Don's lockbox? That's going to be probably in the upper regions. And what I mean by that is that path over that way. Which is probably what we'll take to get back to the maintenance shed, so... Not a problem. Alright. Missed these guys. Alright, in here. Whew, my goodness, finally. Good to be in here. Alright, I already see some maple syrup too. Look at that. And some crack. Oh, yeah, this place is stocked. So, we have a save point. I think I'm going to end it there. Very productive episode. We got very, very far. I'm very happy with the progress. I think in the next episode, we're going to obviously search all of this out. And it's on to the far territory. So, hopefully we can... we can cover as much ground as we did in this episode. So if you all made it this far, as always, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.